That's the talent of Linda Barnicott. That was a sketch she did about 10 years ago of me and my children, Robbie and Eva. And yes, they have all grown up, and I don't look like Elvis anymore. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Friday edition in the Pratte Pack Gym. And I'm all hands on deck. The Brighton Hot Dog Shop. Great cup of coffee. But you know what you need to be thinking about? It's Lent. Try one of their incredible fish sandwiches. I know you will be pleased. They do it all. You know, last night, as I was headed down to Eastern Ohio, and it's been a long couple of days for me, I had to get some Java, the best cup of coffee in town. I don't know what the Papa family does, but it's magically, incredibly, wonderfully delicious. I love it. I'm there in that wonderful line, waiting to go through the drive-thru, and even after his long day, I saw Mr. Papa himself grabbing a bite to eat for his ride home, and he too, like his son Mark, they work overtime along with the great employees to bring you the best. And I'm telling you, you're going to love their fish sandwiches. Now, let me set my coffee down. How are you all doing today? You good? It's St. Patrick's Day. A little Rooney's beer, some Jameson, Bushmill whiskey. Hey, be responsible, Zip Trip, and Uber. Is that not one of the most incredible things you have on that smartphone of yours, that app for Uber? They'll take you home. Now, headlines. I got so many papers everywhere here. This is the big story that's been trending just in the last half hour. They are going to propose to vote on the health care bill next Thursday. They need 216 to repeal the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, saying that's going to happen next Thursday. Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, speaking right now about it. Also, the administration apologizing to Prime Minister Theresa May and the country of England for their comments about spies infiltrating, wiretapping during the 2016 campaign. We're going to talk about these stories and much more tomorrow morning in the first hour on Rob Pratt Saturday at KDKA, of course. And you can hear all of these stories updated throughout the day and more stories, like I'm going to get to in just a moment, courtesy of CBS Radio News. Rex Tillerson, the, I think, very strong Secretary of State in Seoul, Korea. Here's a statement. U.S. would consider military action against North Korea if it was provoked. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson making that comment in Seoul, Korea. Airstrike, Syria. Yes, it did happen, but it was a building in which Al-Qaeda was having a meeting on the Aleppo border. As far as the mosque being killed nearby and 40 people dying, the United States is denying that. You know how much I love Senator Pat Toomey, always thinking about the great energy industries such as nuclear and coal and natural gas. He's also talking about the budget. He says he's encouraged by President Trump's budget, although his counterpart, Senator Bob Casey, the Democrat from the great state of Pennsylvania, saying it's just a bunch of broken promises. Also, something you need to think about from the headlines of the Beaver County Times, as that story I just gave you was moments ago, timesonline.com. For those of you who commute Ohio Boulevard 65, and I've been doing it for years, through June, the ramp southbound, Route 65 on the 3rd Avenue Freedom will be closed until June. PennDOT doing amazing work there. That $20 million project continues. And how about all of that big Caterpillar equipment up on the hillside cutting into the earth, and that Crow's Run project that was started many years ago is finally going to come to fruition and be a reality. That's good stuff. And so many people have worked on that. Former Congressman, Jason Altmaier, also Melissa Hart really got it started when she was in Congress. And of course, Congressman Keith Rothfuss and State Senator Elder Vogel and others. So thank you for that. And that's going to really, I think, open up a gateway to Beaver County, especially from up in the Cranberry area. And I think we're going to see an explosion as far as homes being built. A lot of exciting things are going to be happening when that gets done. Now, got some sports news to get to too, and I want to take care of some local basketball because all those guys and gals from the TimesOnline.com crew out there doing what they do best. You can find out more by checking out their amazing paper. And by the way, they're going to have their home and garden show. I mean, it really is a great event, March 25th at the CCBC Golden Dome. I love my local paper, and I love how they're really out in the community. And just about anything you can imagine for your home, the Community College Golden Dome. And remember, Pittsburgh Home and Garden Show continuing through Sunday. good friend John DeSantis has done just such a great job there. So hopefully you'll get a chance to stop by there this weekend too. Now to sports. Second round action, PIAA playoffs. It was Swickley Academy over Bishop Guilfoyle, 70-58. They take on Central Catholic Saturday. Time and location still not determined. Strong Vincent over Beaver Falls, 71-48. Lincoln Park over Greenville, 58-46. Girls basketball last night. Carleton outlasted Riverside, 39-31. North Clarion over Cornell, 68-58. And the Our Lady of Sacred Heart women had a win over Leechburg, 51-36. Now, instead of me really taking time and going over everything that happened yesterday, we really took care of that for you as far as NCAA. CBS is the place you need to land. And I know you got your brackets and you pretty much know everything that's happening in your world. But let me just kind of go over some of the games that are underway now, and we'll go. These are games up until about 4:30. And then, of course, you've got the whole night schedule as well. But this is what's going to be happening, and these games are just underway. Oklahoma State, Michigan. You got New Mexico State and Baylor, Seton Hall, Arkansas, Iona, Oregon, Jacksonville State, Louisville, USC, and SMU still to come this afternoon, along with Texas, Southern, North Carolina, and Rhode Island and Creighton. That will be around 4:30. And then, of course, after all of those games, you have some wonderful action, and CBS will have all of that throughout the night as well. Love what they do. Now, Penguins are going to be in action tonight for St. Patrick's Day. The puck will drop a little after 7 at the PPG Paints Arena. Ron Hainsley going to be out for a while, upper body injury. That just trending moments ago. But the Pens in New Jersey tonight for St. Patrick's Day. And Pirates were beaten by Boston 4-3 yesterday. Next 3 days, they will play Baltimore, Philadelphia, and Toronto right through Sunday. Exhibition baseball. And the Arnold Palmer Invitational, round 1 is in the books. Beautiful Bay Hill in Orlando. Lucas Glover and Charlie Hoffman are tied for the lead at 7 under. Folks, that'll do it for here, meaning the Pratt Pack Gym. And we will talk to you first thing tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. on Rob Pratt Saturday. I hope you'll join me then. Have a wonderful and safe St. Patrick's Day.